Hello, everybody. Good morning. How are you? Or good afternoon or good evening, depending on where you are in the world. Welcome to the channel. This is Color and Chat with Joanna. And I am Joanna. Need a manicure. Oh, God. Yeah, that's happening. Okay. Today we're going to color a little bit. And I have one or two little moody things to get off my chest. I'm going to do it because it's Friday and we can. Today we are going to, I'm coloring this winter scene. It really looks a lot more detailed when you turn it on its side. I think the lighting is a little hot, but problem is if I change it, it's just too bright. I gotta turn it down a little bit. Or your eyeballs are gonna explode. Oh no. I'm working with my gel markers. I got my refills right here. Refills. $10. You people have got to get refills. Don't throw your markers away and plastic up the planet any more than we have to. Anyway, we're all an environmental disaster anyway. I have learned the hard way, no matter what you do to improve your environmental situation, I promise you there will be somebody right behind you going, yeah, but you didn't do that, and you didn't do that, and you didn't do that. You know what? You guys need to be happy with what I do, okay? And stop criticizing me for what I don't do. Because, you know, learning to be a professional environmentalist is not an easy task. Anyway, how y'all doing today? Are you good? Are you good? Okay, I'm kind of in a mood. I got a DM from a fellow creator. And it was like, girl, they talking about you behind your back. Okay, first of all, so it's going to be a little bit of a rant. I just want to get it off my chest because I don't really have the real estate to keep all of everybody's crap in my baggage. You know what I mean? I travel light. We're nomads. We don't pack heavy. All right. First and foremost, if you are so bored and so petty that you have to talk behind my back, you need to get a hobby. I mean, really, you need a hobby. And, you know, most importantly, what I want you guys to realize, these people who are talking behind my back are, yeah, look at this pretty tree. I always want to recreate that tree. You're behind me. You're talking behind my back. You are behind me. So, take a pill and stay there, okay? I don't really care about, you know, I just feel bad that people don't have something better to talk about. But they don't, and they got me, and they're stuck with me, and that's that. Anyway, so that's a short subject. I mean, really, if I'm what you have to talk about, okay. I hope you make it funny, you know, and I hope you make it interesting. And if it's BS, it's BS. What am I gonna do? How am I gonna help you? I can't help you. You're too far gone already. Anyway. Everything is going really good here. Finally, we made it to Friday without anybody going into physical agony. And these things work really well when you color them over a pencil that is like an oil or even a wax pencil. And then you just smudge them a little bit. And they add the color without soaking too much into the paper because I just want a little bit of color. Anyway, we had a day yesterday. So the fireplace guy came and oh God, let me tell you, that was fun. I didn't even get to videotape it because the dogs were so like, I have to go say hello to him. He's in our house, Mommy. I mean, they're so socially deprived, I swear, these poor children. You know, I mean, I keep thinking, oh, it's going to get better and we'll be able to take them out. And I can't take them anywhere right now. I really can't. I think they may just be therapy dogs that were ruined by Rona. Ruined by Rona. We should make a book. Ruined by Rona. Everybody put your name in. Um, anyway, the fireplace people came. It took a while. It really was kind of a big deal, but it looks beautiful and the fire is roaring. I'm definitely going to make one tonight. It was freaking cold this morning. I think it was like down in the early 30s, which is pretty cold for Texas, you know. But if we have to deal with what we did last year, where the entire state goes black, we're ready. I talked to the wood guy. I know it sounds so perverted, right? The wood guy. Ooh, it's not that kind of wood. I talked to the wood guy about getting more wood. And I can get like a quarter cord, which just kind of looks like a lot of firewood, but it really burns so fast because I have, you know, I'm not gas. I'm a wood burning fireplace. And so I'm hoping that'll be enough, only because our climate, you know, just makes me wind up with a bunch of extra firewood and I don't know what to do with it. So, do you see how this is just highlighting? It's so gentle when you look at it from the view. See what's happening here? I know it's hard to see in the viewfinder. I mean, I could move it down more, but I don't know if that really helps. If it does, great. Let me know. I need to see it the way you see it, but when it goes up on video, quite often it changes. Anyway, so I talked to the wood guy, and we are all good to go. That repair, thank God, is done. But yeah, they were on the roof, and the dogs were like, "What the hell is that? Mommy, mommy, mommy." Oh, speaking of which, I mean, Mr. Arrogant got on the couch and started barking up a storm and wouldn't get off, was showing his ass because company was here. I can't with him right now. I mean, poor George. He just needs to go be around people more and get his little vest on and get back to work. But there's really no place I can take him. So they're just unemployed slugs right now. Oh, my dogs are just unemployed degenerates. That's what we're calling them. Anyway, but I love them anyway, even though they're driving me nuts. They're getting real frisky about the weather. And am I ever going to get to the top part of this picture? I'm like, oh my God. The bottom is where all the work is. So, you know, once we get up there, it'll be easy. But I'm going to get all this detail down here in the water and the snow and there's a lot happening in this little guy. And then, of course, we got to do Santa, and I'm not sure what we're going to color him. I got a couple of the reindeers, like, darkened, you know, where I'm going to, like, darken them a little bit. But, you know, I really don't know. We'll jump off that bridge when we get to it, right? Right? Okay. So, I was doing my year-end personal inventory. I think we should all do a personal inventory about where the year went. Did I learn anything? I learned a lot. I learned a lot about diamond painting. My diamond painting is moving along. She is right here, and look, look, look. We're getting there. We're getting there. And I have a whole section in the bottom done. I always save the middle for the end. I don't know why. I'm weird like that with a big, long diamond painting. I think I'll work my way into the middle, but I always live to regret it. And it's picking up dog hair like lint everywhere. I'm going to have to do the lint roller on her, which works really great. If you have a soft, you know, peel back lint roller, just do it over it gently. It won't pick up all the drills. Oh, there goes one. See, a stray already. Anyway, the drill is now on the coloring picture. Yeah, these little guys, they're everywhere. Anyway, um, did a lot of diamond painting, learned a few lessons along the way. I think my channel will grow this year because I will no longer, and for the times I have, I'm going to issue a blanket apology right now. I'm going to say I'm sorry to everybody or anybody who may have to or had to deal with my ridiculous mouth, because I mouth off, and sometimes I'm not as filtered as I need to be. Filtering is not something you're born with or not born with. You just learn it and shut up and, join the rest of the grown-ups. That's how I feel. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to join the rest of the grown-ups and filter more. And that means I will no longer give people spiritual advice of any kind. I am not a shaman or a priest or anything. Hold on, I gotta get my coffee. Yeah, we're gonna be a minute. Like, girl on a rant, we're gonna be a minute. I will no longer issue spiritual advice to anybody. I'm not a priest, a shaman, or a spiritual advisor. I don't know the things I think I know. As soon as I think I know them, somebody comes along and tells me you were wrong anyway. So that won't happen anymore. I will no longer issue political advice. On that same note, I will not tolerate people bullying other people who have different political affiliates. If your political affiliate is wearing a white robe and killing people at night, we don't have any kind of relationship, or we don't have a future, okay? But if you don't believe everything I believe, or you want to disagree, it's okay. You're allowed to. So, what does that leave? Let's talk about the weather and let's talk about crafts. The weather today is sunny and cold and beautiful, and crafts, we could talk about this till the cows come home. Every day there are more pencils to talk about. There are craft supplies to talk about. There are authors who make coloring books and things. There are people in the art world. Nobody's going to talk about me in any positive way till after I'm dead anyway, so forget that. If you're any kind of arty farty person, you're going to come up against, uh, pardon me, what are the word? The word is obstacle. Yeah. You're going to come up against obstacles, and they're going to, um, you know, tick you a little bit or shake you a little bit. I don't mind being shaken. I do mind being bullied. I do mind being beat down. If you're here to beat me down, you're in the wrong place. If you're here to get lifted up, you're in the right place. But I do have a bit of protective instinct in me, and that does come out once in a while. I will not apologize for that, because that protective instinct is a reason that my son and I and a lot of other people are alive. If I had not listened to those instincts, I don't know that I would have responded in certain ways. But if if you think you're alone, you're not alone. When I was in the hospital, okay, 2 years ago, I'm going back a year. Well, it was 2020, and it was April, and I had been in the hospital since February, and I had some kind of abdominal mystery thing happening. They wanted to call it an ulcer, but it was so, they didn't even know what they were doing. I was just dying, basically. And they had me on TPN, which is food replacement. I didn't eat a bite of food for like 5 months. So when I got out, girl, I bellied up to the trough. I mean, really bellied up to the trough. But anyway, when I was in the hospital, the whole lockdown happened, okay? And when you go through a lockdown, it was the first lockdown, it was big time. The hospital was on high alert, and they didn't know if I had like the new not diagnosed disease of the week or what. They were like, girl, we don't know. They're coming in and out of there looking like they're aliens from another planet. Full mask, full PPE, everything. Now, I really started to feel alone. And all the nurses and doctors, as kind as they were and as sweet as they were, they couldn't comfort me because they were like, well, we're not your family, but we're going to be your family. There was no mean nurses. There was no quiet in or out. They talked to me. They cavorted with me. We laughed. I had chocolate smuggled in by John, who gave it to a nurse who gave it. I mean, we were like, we made the best of a bad situation. But one afternoon, I was feeling kind of pissy, and I told my husband, I don't want to talk. I can't. I can't even, converse about this right now. I'm so lonely because I never really have ever been in a position where I was alone. And I didn't realize how spoiled I was to not being alone, until I was. And I didn't have my dogs, and I didn't have any consolation. My son couldn't come and see me. Nobody could get in the building. And you know what? My husband called me. He said, hey, honey, can you come to the window? I was like, well, I need the nurse to help me. I'm wired up to about 14 IVs right now. And she was like, come on, honey, I'll get you to the window. And there's a big window bench, kind of like something long enough you could sleep on, but it was so uncomfortable. I don't know anybody who would want to. But he said, come to the window. And I looked out the window, and I'm not kidding you. There were like 20 people in the parking lot with signs that said, we love you, Joanna. Big red hearts everywhere. I don't know. It was like John and Inga mostly probably orchestrated it. She got all my crew. If you ever feel alone, look out the window. Look out the window. There's stuff out there. There's people out there. There's a world out there. Look out the window. If you're lonely, look out the freaking window. Because look, now I'm putting spit on the paper. I'm sorry. We're now spitting on paper. Yeah, I know. That was bad. Bad, bad, bad. Where's the other brush? This brush is floofier. Anyway, so, yeah. So if you're going to talk to me, make sure you stay behind my back, because if you get in my face, I'm going to rip it off. And if you, are lonely, look out the window. Okay? That is my solemn advice for the day. You will not get political rhetoric. You will not get religious crap. You will not get any, because that is between you and your maker, and it ain't my business. And the most important thing, my life ain't your business unless I make it your business. If you want to come and share a piece of me every day, which I freely give you, because it's good, because I feel like it's good, then great. But if you don't, don't let the door hit you with a good Lord split you. Okay? On that note, shine on. I love you. You're important, and I'll see you soon. I'll see you in my next upload, you guys. Have a good day. Have a great weekend. And look outside the window. Something's going on out there. Love you. Bye.